Hi everyone, welcome back to Karen from tillycrafts.stampinup.net. This is part 2 of beautiful balloons and a stamped one sheet wonder. I'll link the two videos together and you can see how I've stamped that, and I'm going to attempt to make these into some cards and hopefully we should get about 6 cards out of this. So first of all, I'm going to make a slimline card. So I want piece of basic white, and I'm going to chop this down to 8 inches. 8 inches, and then I'm going to score it at 4. Nice simple measurements, and that will be my card base for the first one. And we're going to chop this down, and I just need a card base, and I'm debating whether to go copper clay. Oh, the colours I used for this were Misty Moonlight, Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, Wild Wheat, copper clay and Pebble Path. So I pulled out some borders. So we've got the copper clay, the Pebble Path and the Pretty Peacock. So I think for my long card, I'm going to do the pebbled path. I'll get used to these. So I want a layer, and because I've done 4 across, we're going to do 3 3/4 because I like a nice border. 3 3/4 by 8. And that will layer up on there nicely. You can see I've got a nice border all the way around, well, when I get it straight on there. And then I'm going to take my sheet, and I will want 3.5 by 7 3/4, and again that will leave me a really nice border around there to make that up. So that'll be the first card. Then I've got some card bases. So for a normal card base, I do it at, let me see, I need to sort my layers out. Hang on, it's 3 5/8. Hang on, 3 5/8. 3 5/8 by 5 3/8, and that will give me a card front as well. And we're going to have some bits left over, but we can make cards up with them. And I'm going to do another one the same. I've done it a bit different to my other one, which I will show you when we've finished, because I did a couple of really slimline cards. So we'll sort those bits out in a minute. We'll do these big ones first. Right, so I've used Pebble Path, so I'm going to use some Pretty Peacock on one of them. So that'll be 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. So that'll be for one of them. And then we'll also do a copper clay one. So we're using all the cards so you can see which one you like best. So, same again with this one. I usually have all my layers ready, but I thought I would do them with you today. And that will be for this one. Right, I think I've done that wrong, haven't I? Oh dear. See, you're supposed to check twice and cut once. There we go. Right, let's see. That's better. Right, we'll make these up first, and then I will see what bits we've got left. So first one, we'll just fold this in half. Get my bone folder. She says she had it before. There it is. That's a bit flatter. And all I did on these, I just used some Tombow. Where's my layer gone? There he is. Bit Tombow. That's the one where, when you see the other video, I stamped it and ended up getting the ink on my paper, so we had to turn it over. And I just get a nice border. And the best thing about Tombow is it just gives you that little chance to wiggle it about to get it where you want it. Now you could put these up on dimensionals, or you can just stick them flat. The choice is all yours. This, I hope, will give you some inspiration. There we go. So that's the first one layered up. And I've already got some card bases, and my normal card bases is just an A4 sheet of paper, which is scored in half and then cut in half, and that gives you your 2 card bases out of one sheet. And again, just the same. And I use thick basic white for my bases because I just find it makes them nice and sturdy, and the other Whisper White, the thinner one, is brilliant for stamping on. It's nice and smooth. Right, so 2 card bases. My cards and my layers. Easy to make up if you want a few cards in a hurry. So I'm excited to be able to order on the 4th of May to get some new goodies. We were allowed to pre-order some as a demonstrator, and this is one of the sets I picked. I also picked a suite which is called Countryside Inn, which is really nice, and I will have a video coming out on that too. Let's move that over, that's it. I will have a video coming out on that as well, and I've attempted to make a shaker card, so you can have a look at that and see what the verdict is. I really am liking these colours. The only thing I haven't got at the moment while I'm doing this is there are some new gems, and there's the in colours. They're really nice, and then there's some with quite a few of the newer colours, well, not the newer colours, some of the returning colours and the new colours coming in. So that's those 3. Let's see what we've got left here. So we've got 2 little bits left. Let's have a measure up of what these are. I'm just bringing in my little mini trimmer because it's easier. So if I make that 3.5, let's see what will fit on here. It's just using what you've got left, and yeah, let's make that 3.5, or no, let's do 3.25. 3.25 by nearly 3. Let's see what we've got. On there, nope. Let's do a pretty peacock one. Bit on, yes. Right, just let me trim this down, not a big trimmer. Right. So that side was 3.25, so I'll make that 3.5. Just line that up on the line. And then that was just under the 3, so just go to there and have a look, see if we like, and we can always change it if we don't. Yes, that fits on there nice. So on this one, 2, 3, nearly a 3 by 3, and a piece of copper clay. No, pebble path for this one. No, we won't. We'll have copper clay. I'm liking the copper clay. So we'll do 3 1/4. Put on there nice. 3 1/4. And then sometimes, if the measurements are just slightly wonky, like not on a 3 or something, I'll just line it up on here, and voila, it looks good. So we've got those for our next 2. Bring in 2 more card bases. Sorry, this is a bit of a longer one, but nothing is prepared, so I'm doing it with you as we speak. And lost my bone folder again. I've only got a bit on my desk, and I still managed to lose things. That's 1 card base. Oops. She says she can't line it up proper. You can actually do this in your trimmer. I've seen people put it in the trimmer in the corner, and it makes it easier. Right, so that's 1, 2, 1, 2. Stick these down. So we're up to 5 cards now, and I've still got a strip left, so we can do something with that. Nope, let's not go that way round, Karen. That way round. That's 1. And 2. Might be just a slightly longer video, but when you're watching it, you can always fast forward it if you don't sit and watch me do everything. Just get to the cards at the end. Right, so that'll fit on there nicely. Let's see. Let's get an equal border all the way around. Don't measure it, just eyeball it and put it on. This one, bigger border. Yeah, that's lovely. That will go on there nicely. So that's 5 cards. And what have we got left? We have this strip. We have this strip left and some little bits, but obviously I'm not going to use these tiny bits, but I can use this strip. And if I can just put my hands on it, we did have, let's look. I actually did the other day with the splots and stripes, splodges and stripes embossing folders, the mini ones, so they might look quite nice with this, so we can use what we've got. Just thinking might look nice on there. Or can layer it up a bit. Yes, I think we'll do that. I've any pretty peacock left. Just trying to think now. Yeah, there we go. Let's measure this bit. Oh, that's to the end. Do another one the same size. Put on there nicely. Let's see, what does that measure? So, oops. This is the way my brain works. Just go with the flow. Nothing's wrong or right in crafting. It's your own artistic impressions, and you do it to you. Right, let's have a look. Foot on there. Why won't that foot on there? Nope. See? Told you. Measure twice. Right, we'll rectify this. And what I should have done is stuck it on first, because this is another way you can cut stuff as well, is if you stick it down and then you can trim it off. I mustn't have put it on the inch before. Let's take a little bit off there. There we go, there's one. That'll fit on there. Just need a little bit of pretty peacock. Any other bits left? Right. There we go. I've got another bit of pretty peacock. It'll fit on there, won't it? Yeah. Right. So I'll do it my way. So you don't have to measure. You can eyeball things and just cut round them. Like so. Oops, that moved. Should have kept my hand on it. There we go. So let's bring our card back in. Let's move all these bits out of the way. So I've got that one and that one. Do I want it a full sheet? Like that. Or we want it going across. Oops, my balloons are upside down. Didn't tell me, did you? Yes, quite like that. Right, let's glue this down. Do I want to... See, this is my problem. I see stuff and I think, oh, do I like that better? Do I like this better? I like that one. What's about there? And I will sort of line it up my grid paper, but not actually measuring it, just looking to see if it looks about right. There we go. Then just trim that off, and that job's a good one. Right. Just make sure I line it up straight. There. Love this little trimmer, and they need to bring it back because lots of people would like it. Right, so that is my card base, which is also wonky. What's with me and wonky today? I have no idea. That's better. Right. And then we'll have him like that, and this one like that. And that's like that. Oops, she says moving it. There we go. See, glue, you can move. Right, so let me just move this piece of paper So we have that one with the ends. We have two like that, slightly different sizes, two normal card bases and a long one. And let's have a look. So the only other thing I want to do for this is, I'll show you my other ones. So these are the other ones I've done. Now these are the slimline ones which were smaller than those. So I've just put a little bow on. These ones have just got a little bow on, but because these have got strings on, I'm going to do something different. That one's got a bow on, but these ones stamp some extra balloons and then cut the happy birthday out. So I'm going to do that and come back to you. So just bear with me while I just pause you, and then I will be back with you. Hi everyone, sorry about that, I just had to pause you. I didn't think you'd want to sit and watch me just stamp these balloons and fussy cut them all out. So I just paused you while I did that and fussy cut them out. I'm going to put a couple of happy birthdays on here, and I'm thinking of doing it in the pebble path just to go on the cards. So I've got a happy birthday there, happy birthday there. Hopefully I've left enough space. And also for this long card, I'm thinking about putting it's time for a celebration. So we'll take that one out as well. And just need a block. So if I can find one. There's my block. And I'm just going to pop this along the edge. Like so. Right, so for these, I'm going to use the duo oval punch, but I just want the big oval because that fits the happy birthday in there nicely. So, and this one, I'm just going to, I have seen people, they just get the scissors and cut it straight, but sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. So today we're just going to do it on here, and I'm just going to line this up straight on the line, and then again click on that one. Let's go down a little bit, and that is nice for that one. So I'm thinking pebble path. I don't like that actually, and it's got a bit of ink on it, so I think we'll go a little bit smaller. That's better. Didn't like that splodgy bit at the top. So now it's just finding what am I going to layer it up on. So I'm thinking on this one, I know I've done it in pebble path, but I think pebble path would look nice. Let's move that ink out the way, she says, so she can find a bit. Sure, I cut a little bit off. I'll just cut a piece of this, and then I'll trim it. These are quite quick to make, it's just me faffing about. Let's line that up on that line. And again, there. I always use this line to line it up, then I know it's going to be straight. Sometimes when I put it in there, I feel like it goes a bit wonky sometimes, and I don't know why. So I think we'll have that on there, like that, and I will put it up on dimensionals. A bit extravagant on this one. But you can decorate them however you like them. Obviously, if I'd got some of the new gems, I would have put some of those on as well, but I haven't got any of them at the minute, so we can't. I'm thinking about putting a couple of balloons on. Actually, I might have this one down here, and have this bigger one up the top. If you wanted to get creative, you could put a bit of twine round these as well, or I could have, if I thought about it, stamped the tail on here beforehand, but I didn't. And I know it's like a male theme, but we will have a bit of sparkle on the balloons with a bit of Winker Stella. Love Winker Stella. There we go. I don't know if you can see that sparkle, but I can see it sparkle. So that's one card finished. These ones, I think they'll go nice in here. And I've got a pretty peacock border, so what I'm thinking of doing is getting a pretty peacock, taking my tag and just going round the edges just to give it a bit of a border. You can do it with blends or marker pens. I'm just waiting for my new blends to come, or so could have used those. That's lovely. And the other one is copper clay, so we'll do that with a copper clay on the other one. My ink pad's a bit juicy, so it's a little bit thicker than I would normally have, but we can live with it. Right, let's get this one. I'll pop some dimensionals on it. And I shall just pop that on there, and then we'll put some balloons on in a minute. Same with this one. See how juicy my ink pad was, how it's gone all over the back. So if your ink pad's really juicy, if you've got a blend, it's probably better using a blend. Down there. And then I didn't know whether to have a big balloon on, but I think I'll stick with my little balloons. I'm going to bring in my little dimensionals for these two because I want them to overlap. Backs off. Come off. So probably pop him there, and then this one just in between, and I put the dimensional on the wrong side of it. Let's be on this side. I can just fit in between like that, and that's those two done. Winker Stella. I've just ordered 2 more of these because I must admit I do use them on all cards. Just gives that little bit of something extra without going too mad, even though I do go mad even if I use it. Right, so that's those 2. Right, now this one, where I made a boo-boo, I'm thinking we can have the big balloon popped up. See, you can always add an embellishment or something to a card if you make a boo-boo. Oops. So he can go over there, like so. And this one needs a sentiment. Let me just put a bit of Winker Stella on here first, and then is this my new one? Yeah. Go. Oops, watch this, I'll get too much out now. At least that's going on a bit better. And then the big one, this can have one on, I'm thinking. Or maybe not. I'll leave that one off. These two, I'm not going to actually put a sentiment on that one because I'm thinking as well, these are great for birthday cards. The whole set's great for birthday cards, but also because it says let's get our celebration on, it could be anything. So you've also got you did it, yay you, so thrilled for you. So it could be a celebration like you've passed exams, driving test, anything else like that. So I'll leave a few blank, and then when an occasion arises, then I'll decide what sentiment I want on. So let's just move all these bits and pieces out of the way. So I hope you like these. So we managed to get 6 cards out of a one sheet wonder. So these were using the colours copper clay, pretty peacock, petal path, wild wheat, lost lagoon and misty moonlight. So we've got the 3 new colours, the wild wheat, copper clay, petal path, pretty peacock, lost lagoon and misty moonlight are all returning colours. So I think they go quite nice together. We've used the beautiful balloons, Winker Stella and my dual oval punch for that. So that was the ones I've just done now, and there's a video I'm going to link, and I'll just bring back in my originals. So these are my originals. So I've got the 2 thinner ones, and again you can see I've left the sentiments off. These 2 have also left the sentiments off, and these 2 have got happy birthday and the balloons on. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Obviously if you listen to it, always fast forward if you need to just get to the end. And like I said, I will link part 1 with part 2, so it'll be in the description bar below. So thank you very much for joining me today, and hope to see you all again soon.